Friends, today we'll be learning about a balanced diet and how to have a balanced diet in our day-to-day lives. So let's see what is a balanced diet. All that we consume during the day is altogether called as a diet. Whatever we eat during our breakfast, lunch, dinner, brunch, then those all things are called as diet. A diet containing adequate quantities of nutrients is called as balanced diet. So what is diet? Whatever we eat during the whole day is called as diet, and diet containing adequate quantities of all nutrients is called as balanced diet. Why do we need adequate quantities of all nutrients? To have the balanced growth of our body. So to build a strong and healthy body, you need all nutrients in the right proportion and in sufficient quantities in your daily diet. So you should ensure that all the nutrients are present in your food. You should include various types of food items during your lunch, breakfast and dinner. That way it will ensure that you will be having right proportion and in sufficient quantities all the nutrients. Those two things are very important: right proportion and in sufficient quantities. Significance of balanced diet. What is the significance of balanced diet? Why do we need a balanced diet? An increased capacity to work. Significance of a balanced diet is an increased capacity to work. If we have all the nutrients in our food, then it will give us the sufficient amount of energy, and that way our capacity to work will increase. Second thing is good physical and mental health. So it will also ensure a good physical and mental health. Good physical health means what? It will ensure that you will be getting a, if you are eating different types of food items, then you will be having sufficient amount of proteins, carbohydrates, and it will ensure that your growth of the body is, your body growth is healthy, means you will be feeling energetic throughout the day. Third thing is increased capacity to fight, resist diseases. So it will, vitamins and minerals will help you to fight or resist the diseases. And last thing is helps in proper growth of the body, that we already seen here. So here you can see a triangular diagram. What is this diagram? It is called as diet pyramid or a balanced diet pyramid. What does it represents? It represents the importance of various food items and the proportion in which we should eat them. So at the bottom of this pyramid you can see there are food items which contain carbohydrates. Why? Because, and you can see this, the base of the pyramid is larger. That means we need to have these food items in relatively higher quantities. As we go up the pyramid, the at the top of the pyramid you can see there is a cooking oil. So the fat we need in our day to day lives is relatively small compared to the carbohydrates. So in that way you can plan your diet. Okay, so at the bottom of the pyramid there are food items which are eat, supposed to be in larger quantities, and the top of the pyramid the food items are relatively lesser quantities, sorry. And apart from having a balanced diet, we also need to exercise regularly to keep ourselves fit and healthy. So only eating a good diet or having different food items won't ensure your good physical health. You need to have proper amount of exercise daily. That way you can digest all the food that you have taken during the lunch or dinner, and it will generate the sufficient amount of energy, and the growth of the body will be healthy. So you need to do regular exercise. Okay, now let's see how to get a balanced diet. To ensure that we get a balanced diet from the food we eat, we can make a food pyramid. What is the food pyramid? The pyramid like this one. So in this pyramid you can keep the food items which you are supposed to eat in larger quantities at the base of this pyramid, and the as we go up the pyramid you can place the different food items according to their proportion that we need in our day to day lives. Okay, now second thing is all food which we eat is classified into various groups. Various group means what? According to the nutrients present in them. The space allotted to each food group in the pyramid depends upon the proportion in which it should be included in our diet. The space allotted to each food group in the pyramid depends upon the proportion in which it should be included in our diet. So, what is meant by this? Here, the space allotted to the carbohydrates or the food items which contain carbohydrates is relatively larger. As we go up the pyramid, the space allotted to different food items keeps on decreasing. Okay, and why this is important? It ensures that proportion in which it should be included in our diet. Okay, so that is the importance of food pyramid. Hence we can choose foods from each group daily according to the space allotted to it in the pyramid. We can check in the pyramid how much carbohydrates we should eat, how much fats we should how sh- how much fat we should be consuming daily in the form of different food items. You can decide from this food pyramid. So if our need for nutrients is met through the food we eat, the nutrients are better utilized in our body. Hence the best way to good health is taking a balanced diet and avoiding the deficiency of any nutrients. If you ensure that there are sufficient amount of nutrients in your food, then those nutrients are better utilized in your body. Okay, now if we choose some atoms from each group in the right proportion according to the pyramid shown above, we can make sure that we are getting a balanced diet. You can use the food pyramid to decide the proportion of food items you should be eating daily. Now next thing is fiber. If we select a daily diet which includes vegetables, fruits, sprouts, cereals according to the pyramid, we will also get fiber in sufficient quantity. So there is no need to include specific food items to get the fibers. If you can eat various types of food items such as if you include various types of food items such as vegetables, fruits, sprouts, then it will automatically ensure that you are getting a good amount of fibers also. So why do we need fiber in our daily lives? Here here the question is asked, what trouble do we have to face if we do not get enough fiber from our daily diet? So thing is that if you don't get enough fiber from your diet, then you will be having digestion issues, you will be having constipation. So that's why fiber is very important, because if you keep on eating different food items which don't have sufficient fiber in them, then you will be having digestion issues. So there will be no use of eating those food items, because it won't be digested in a good manner. So that's why you should ensure that you are eating various food items such as vegetables, fruits, sprouts. So these food items contain fibers. So last thing today we'll be seeing is water. Why do we need to drink water? Because although all the other nutrients, the body also needs the adequate supply of water. For this purpose, we must drink milk, buttermilk, lemon juice, sherbets, fruit juices, and plenty of water. So, our body also needs water in order to dissipate the heat, or in order to keep the blood blood circulation in a good manner. So that's why There are various uses of drinking water. Without water we won't be surviving. So that's why we need to drink plenty of water also. It will ensure the food digestions in a good manner as well. So that what are the various ways you can increase the water content in body? By drinking milk, buttermilk, lemon juice, sherbets, fruit juices, and plenty of water. So this is all about today's lecture. In next lecture we'll be seeing about malnutrition and other next topics. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a good day.